Hey, what's up everyone? Back in the garage today, decided to do something simple on my car. Right now there's an license plate and a chrome cover, so I wanted to change that one out to black and put my own personal little plate on there. So something pretty simple, you know. You just take a little Allen, and the nuts that hold this one on are actually 9mm. So obviously unloosen those, take those out here, and then this will come off. So we'll keep this as a souvenir, and I just want this chrome, pretty, needs an update. So I'm going with HTTMT. I do a lot of my shopping on Amazon. I know some people don't like Amazon, whatever. It's convenient. I like it. So anyway, this was around $20 to $25. Here's the new frame. So it has a running and brake light and LED. I'm going to use my Milwaukee M12 12-volt battery to test it out. So black is ground. See what white runs. Okay, so white runs LED and the running light, and then I'll add the red in, and there's the brake light. So when I go to wire this up, obviously you have to have the white one tied in with just your normal running lights, and then tie the red in with brake lights. So whenever the switch, whatever, turns the brake lights on. I mean, obviously you don't have to have that feature, and if you don't want it, you can tint this, spray, or paint this, tint it if you don't want the red used at all, if you just want the white. There were some on there that were just the LED, but most of them were just like carbon fiber wrapped. Anyway, I just wanted just plain black. So what I did was I also took a piece of cardboard, and so where the wires come in through the back here, I just took a piece of cardboard, cut it to the size, and then I notched out where the wires come through, and then marked my holes in my frame on my piece of cardboard, and then push 2 of the screws through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this kind of as a template, because I need to drill a hole, because the old one was not, the light was not being used on the old one, so there's no hole for the wires to go through. Because my plan is to actually use this, and then I'll have Deutsch connectors that I'll hook in with my lighting through the frame, and then have everything tied together. So I'm just going to take 2 of the screws in there, put it up on here like so, and then I'm going to leave a little mark there where the wires will come through. So there's nothing going to be underneath here that will damage. Go ahead and drill a pilot hole. And end up with a 1/4 inch. Then grab my custom plate. Cut the zip tie. Take your wires, run those through the new holes. Some may want to put an actual rubber grommet here to run the wires through. I'll have to see if I have one. I'll put that on later. Oops. Might be easier if I put the screws through, huh? Okay, run wires through there, and then the nuts that come with this one are even smaller. They're 7mm. So I went through my hardware collection, found some small fender washers. So I use those because these holes are like 1/4 to 3/8 or big. So this little nut will fall through the hole. It does come with an Allen. Comes with the 4 screws, the 4 nuts. So I'm adding the washers on just to keep those nuts from falling through the back. Obviously, it's a lot easier with a drill and an actual Allen socket. Just like the cardboard, I'd already had my license plate notched out a little bit. I used to have this on my side by side before I sold it. Oh, you know, I forgot one thing. I want to clean this before I put this plate back on. My bad, my bad. The good old isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Clean this guy up. Okay. Okay. Got it. There you go. All finished. You probably guys are like, it's a weird name, you know? But little story behind that, I was 2 years old in Hawaii and sitting out on the beach chilling, little bucket hat on, and I just started eating sand. Like that's the story I'm told by my parents. But I thought it was a cool, quirky, whatever you want to call it, name, since I've got really big into sand dunes. You know, like I said, past 20 years I've been going to the dunes. So I thought it was a cool like screen name back in the old forum days. You know, like Dune Review, stuff like that. That was my screen name that I came up with, and thought it was pretty fitting with dunes. So anyway, this is all done on this side, and then on this side, there, I got to clean this up with some extra serpentine belts, and then I'll wire this in with the lights. So the plan is get rid of these little frame insert lights here, especially since they're 2 different lights. And I'm contemplating putting the lights up here, one here, and then that way it's way more visible, or maybe even down here on this angled piece. I'm not sure yet. And then tie those 2 in with this brake light also. And so I got quite a bit of electrical to do in this wing here. And then I'll tie that in. I'll have to take the wing completely off so I can get to the little set screw. that. I can get to kind of see it right here. There's a little set screw that holds this light in. So I have to take this whole wing assembly off to get to those set screws here, so I can remove those lights and then tie the wiring in, add some Deutsch connectors, and then run some electrical in here. So I'll go through you guys when I do that. All right. Like I said, nothing crazy. Something simple, right? It's the little things, right? The little details makes a big difference, right? So another sneak peek. Something else I got coming up for the car. I'm kind of I'm an electrician by trade originally, so like that's kind of my thing. So that's usually what I like to start off with. So I just want to get some of the older lighting, like the older halogen lighting, off, and update it with the new one. So coming up, we'll have these guys. So I just got those tonight too, and I'll do an unboxing and install on those. So I'll have to tie it in with the lights here. So there's the headlights. Good old halogen, old school halogen, humming away. And then the light bar too. Old school halogen light bar. So I will be removing this also and replacing it. So that's all for this moment right now. So, like I said, stay tuned and we'll have some more updates on the car. All right, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Another garage day. More maybe tech talk, whatever you want to talk it. So plan today on the car. So far, got the headsets out. I'm going to get some new foam, the mic covers. Got the little one seat, got her little booster seat in, and the straps adjusted for her. Ended up buying a new outerwear, or actually it's this different company called Filterwares. Very similar to the Outerwears brand. Good quality, I like it, fits perfectly over the air filter. I went ahead and tried this one out, bought a second one, so I have a backup just in case I lose this or where it rips, whatever, I have a spare, you know. I went through kind of some of the basic check fluids, all that stuff. Radiator was low, filled it up. I found the intercooler is actually full of antifreeze coolant, whatever, the 50-50 mix. So now I want to drain this, switch over to distilled water, and I got the red line water wetter, and I'll be using that. It has a better heat absorption properties, some little better than the antifreeze coolant, whatever you want to call it. So because it has the lines come down here to the pump over to the base of the supercharger. So that will be another project, the projects, these projects never end, but it's fun, it's cool. So today the project is I got the new lights, which I showed you guys kind of a sneak peek last time. So I'm going to be changing out these HIDs. These are originally Baja Designs, Soltex HID. They're nice lights. I'll show you. It's easier to see it than try to explain it. But they just hum, takes it a few minutes, to warm up and to get bright enough. So just going to switch over to LEDs. You can also see how the wiring here on the Deutsch connector, my bad. So we can get the camera to focus here. It's all cracked, weathered here. So yeah, just doing an update. I want to do a live opening. I haven't looked at these yet. I went through and looked through a lot of different lights. You know, I don't want to do like the cheapy stuff, but you know, I don't know if it was be really worth spending the. I think they wanted like $400 to $600 on average for like Baja Designs, or I was looking at like Dynamics. They're all really good lights. So I decided to go kind of middle of the road. I got my crappy slip-on shoes going on. So these are 5-inch, so the same size as the Baja Designs we have now. But let's see if we can get this guy open. Try to do this one-handed. These are aux beams. These are, I think they're around 200, so about $100 per light. They do have regular LED. They have amber, like was it DL, the daytime running DR light, DRL or whatever they call it, or DLC. I can't remember. Sorry, there's a glare from the light. You are important. All right, cool. Thanks, aux beam. Spreading some good vibes. You know, the old spend a bunch of money, get a free sticker, right? Yeah, no. All right. So we have in here Deutsch connectors. So this one actually, I believe it has like a mode button here. So the wiring harness there. Okay, and then the other individual light harnesses, Deutsch connector. Like, the more I've been around these, the more I love them. I actually ended up getting a whole other kit to have some extra connectors. This was a really nice kit for like under $100 on my favorite, Amazon. So I think it came with like 72 piece or something like that. So it has all the little tools. I know I need a bench. So I have all these different, anywhere from I believe a 3-pin up to 12 pin, and then all the tools for that. So the more I'm running them, the more I like them. So what's cool about these is they come with an amber cover. Now, how long this is going to last, how fragile it is, if it will break or not, we'll see. Typical mounting bracket. And then here is one of the lights. Comes with the cover. So just kind of pop this off. Okay. So it comes with these covers. Or like I said, you can, if you get in some dusty areas, usually, I mean, I'm going to use it more for dusty riding areas out in Glamis. Especially on the busy weekends, it gets pretty bad. So if I'm cruising along and want to get rid of the white light and go to an amber to help me see better in the dust, I can just stop the car and just keep these in the toolbox in the car, hop out and throw these covers on real quick, and then have amber lights. Now, is it as convenient as the other ones where you can just switch between white and amber? No, but I don't know. I guess I'll just see how much I'm really going to use these. So they're a couple, 3-4 pounds, maybe a couple pounds, you know. Looks like good, you know, nice quality. Good heat dissipation, heat sink. And yeah. So we'll get started on getting these installed. So stick with me. Sit you guys down here. Batteries. I'm going to have to do the washer on the inside. Yep. Do it the hard way, right?
Probably 6, nope. 18 mil? 17?
Actually, I'm going to have to swap these around. 3 times the charm. You guys are probably sitting there like, oh my god. Okay, got it. Bolt, no washer. Through the hole. Washer. Lock washer. Nut. Give this a twist. Muffin.
These have
It has a second button head bolt, and then you can use that to get your angle on your light. So one's a solid pivot, the other one's adjustable slide. I was running into something. I just realized one of these mounting tabs is like bent outwards. So that one's pretty flush, but that one angles out, so you can see what it's doing to the lights. Like this one's perfect. This one's angled down, going like sideways, you know, like this way. So I'm gonna have to do something here. Should look like that. Stand by. Alright, broke out the welding table for a little workbench here. So I have the PCI radio with the 3.5 millimeter aux port. All the wires were all sun damaged. You can kind of see that one. So this is pretty easy to use. You just take these here. I want to save this. This was all the ground. So you have the pins inside there. And just take one side, push in, do that for each one. There you go. Those are out. And then I'm making new Deutsch connectors for it. This is a 12 pin. I need only need 9, but they didn't have a 9 pin, so let's turn to 12 and not use 3 of them. So these are pretty small. So we're going to tin them up. Some solder. Won't take much heat. It's a pretty small wire. I think 26 gauge. Maybe it was 30. Just solder around a little bit. Try to make the wire a little bit thicker so it'll go on those new Deutsch connector. Perfect. You kind of see. It's made them a little more sturdier.
Okay, guys. We're doing stuff. I added some stuff. But I'm so excited, my sister. And yeah, we're just hanging out. I like to hang out here. Yeah. And yeah. And I am just in the dark. In the dark. We have these ones. Look at the cow one. And look at the girl one. It's so cute. And look at our front door. You need to see this. Yeah. You walk on it. You knock knock. And yeah. Our dad did the lights. It was so awesome. So And yeah, we're working on the car. We see the car. It's so awesome. I drove it. I didn't drive it for real. I just looked at it, and it's so awesome. It's so loud. I love it. And we say hi to my daddy. I know everybody is trying to say hello, and wait right there. Again. Say hi, daddy.
Hello.
Yeah, that's my daddy. And look at the car how much working on. Whoa, that is cool, huh? I wish I can have a car like my own grandma. And here's my thing. I'm going to drive it right now with one hand. I don't think I can do it. I don't think. Daddy back there working on something. I'm gonna re-throw up right now. I can't. Ah! And look at everybody like. Look at this house, kid. Okay. Oh wait, the guy goes away. Oh, where else? Yeah. Okay, now look at that elf. Telephone shelf, and look at the lights. I love this one. I give it 100 out of 10. Look at this one. Look at that one.